Hi everybody, Nels Heiberg, and I have another unboxing tonight, and I'm really excited about this one. This is the latest mystery from the Mystery Experience Company. And this is one I've been receiving all year. I think this is my fifth box. And I love this. I've become a fan. It's probably one of the things that I've subscribed to the longest, and I definitely look forward to it. There's a really active Facebook community for the group, and you can see just a lot of discussion going on and a lot of connections to the group and things like that. So I've been excited for this one, and it's one of those boxes I really wanted to open, but it's like, no, I'm gonna wait and actually do the video. And so this month is Rachel. And the boxes, I should say, are always beautiful. Oh, and right there you see there's a quotation. And actually, this is one thing I should say. I plan with this unboxing just to open it and respond. So if you really are adverse to spoilers and you don't want to know anything about the mystery, obviously stop. I'm not going to solve puzzles on camera, but I might say things like, oh, clearly this is a math puzzle where you have to do this, or okay, here's a cryptogram, and this kind of thing. But I'm not necessarily going to be giving lots of details or reading everything. I'm just going to kind of respond and say, oh, look, here's what we got this month. So I might give more detail than some people are comfortable with. So just be aware about that. And I know some people, I've seen some unboxings where some people will open it and then they'll do a video later of reviewing the mystery after completing it. I'm not going to do that. I am just filming the opening, and this is one of the ones I do love to open because there's always some fun stuff in here. So as I was saying, this arrives in a very nice box. This box is thinner this month than it has been, but they are always printed really, really well, quite beautiful, and they're very sturdy. I store lots of things in these boxes. I love that. You should always investigate the box, and I can see there's photos next to the label. That might be something. There's a quotation, and so I will be Googling that just to see who said it, and it might be a part of the mystery, it might not. Loose connection. One thing I should say about this, there is, each month you get these mysteries, but there's a larger story that connects them all. They all take place in Forest City. And if you play them over time, you notice the same family names opening up, or different connections, or just things like that. And there is what's called the larger meta mystery that connects everything. And so that's something else that's interesting about this. And that's why sometimes you'll have things like a quotation that may not fit that mystery, but they may turn out to be something, an author that's used in a future mystery, or somebody that's important to the city, something like that. So I have my Swiss Army knife. Slide open. Let's see what we have. Okay, actually I can even kind of open this on camera. So, all right, there's a lot. Okay, I see right away we have a cross, a made in China cross. Okay, and it looks like there's a rosary. Okay, so we have got that. All right, there's usually a letter that comes. Sometimes it's from person X to describe the mystery and just kind of say, here's the big picture. This is Marta Perez, who I think, okay, yeah, it's from the Forest City Tribune. I'll say the newspaper in a minute. But see, that's what I mean about the meta mystery. I've seen Marta's name before, so I know a couple things about her. But this just says, roughly saying, the story of Coraline, the haunted doll, has plagued the nightmares of Forest City. But is Coraline just an urban legend, or is there truth behind it? I set out to answer these questions in an article for the newspaper. For safekeeping, I'm sending you my research and notes, because that's what you do with random people on the internet. Can you help me uncover the mysteries behind the haunting of Coraline and the tragic death of Rachel Lancaster? And I already know Lancaster, I think that's an important name. Is that the museum? Need to check. So there's always a card that just states the mystery, has the photo. I will have a link in the description below, as always. And on the back, it talks about hints and solutions. They've now moved these to the Facebook group. And I know that last month there was a walkthrough that just showed the different parts of the puzzle. So you could, if you got stuck in a particular room, you could check that out. So this is just the generic card with everything, with the generic letter. And what you're supposed to do is go through everything in the box and just see what's in there. Caution, brimstone. So I'm not sure if that is brimstone. I'm not sure if that'd be a good thing. But as I said, we have the cross, the rosary, brimstone. Okay, so something definitely religious going on. Photo's supposed to be old. That just says, "Can you hear me?" Oh, here's, we always get these cards that have people's names on them in photos. Here's Effie Ann Lancaster, but this one has a receipt on the back. So it's sometimes, usually there's a card of people that has, the back is blank. Actually, that's where I take my notes. The solution of laudanum, take 25 drops daily. Ooh, laudanum. Okay, that's going to be intense. A postcard of Forest City from 1923. From Rachel to Aunt Rose in New Orleans. I will not read that. A telegram from Silas. That's a nice name. Silas Lancaster. Please save my daughter is a line there. So not sure what that's about. An envelope. There's usually something, a little bag or a little envelope or something that contains even more. So there's more to open. Okay, sometimes there's loose things. Here we have, okay, photos with the cross and a girl. I'm assuming this is Rachel. Photographed quite well. I mean, they're nice images, considering that there's some kind of evil going on. And there is something else. Gotta always see, there's often some little thing. Okay, this actually looks like a piece of cardboard that could be from the box. But sometimes there are smaller things. All right, these are in an envelope together. Keep it together because there's probably significance that they're together. Then it looks like we have, okay, just a larger sheet of Rachel, the Mystery Experience Company. Blank on the back. Lots and lots of paper. So, looks like there's a lot going on this month. A letter, strictly confidential, from 1923. Then we have, from the desk of Marta Perez, the contemporary newspaper writer, her notes about Forest City. I see some other places. Cecil's Cafe is mentioned. If you're in the Facebook group, you might want to friend Cecil Chamberlain, the best key lime in Forest City. And then we have some other notes there of several pages of those notes. A letter from 1922, Dear Sir. Mary's Diary, June 16th, 1923. January 3rd, 1923, a log date. For Bedlam Asylum, that's a name that's popped up a lot. Ooh. Okay, Mary Lancaster has done a drawing. And it looks like there's a cryptogram written on it. I'm not sure about that. Again, that's just my initial guess. Looks like another drawing and another cryptogram. Here is a little thing written by Rachel. Maybe it's supposed to be a replica of a photo on a wall. Those symbols, there's two of them. I wonder if it's some kind of like Morse code. Each one's a letter. I have to see what that's about. All right, clearly a word puzzle with Y on the top. By the time I get to this, if I get frustrated, I'll probably be screaming that. But clearly, there's some words to find. There are some letters that are in bold. The M and the E are in boxes. You know, those are the kind of details you don't know if they're going to be important or if they are. Then a series of numbers. I would think these are dates, but I don't know what the years would be. But it's like two numbers, two numbers, two numbers. So 07, 27, 02, 06, 01, 10, and then KJV is written on the bottom. King James Version? So there's that. Lots of puzzle sheets. That's the whole point of the mystery experience. It's not something you tend to solve quickly. I'll say that, but that's a good thing. I think. So one thing you will always get every month is you will get a newspaper, and it looks like we have two newspapers this time. Here is a special edition from, I bet, 1923. Tragic fire kills Rachel Lancaster. This is a photo of one of the girls and the RL that was written on them. So, changes at Bedlam Asylum, and an ad for the Northwest Railroad. So there's the newspaper from then. Just looks like about 4 pages. Then we have the contemporary newsletter, but here we have the Haunted Doll ? A Coraline. This is Marta Perez who sent us these notes. And there's always other articles, and there's ads for everything around. And if you're in the Facebook group and you're around for a while, you might even see your name or familiar names mentioned. So obviously I'll see if I show up or someone else does. So that is the mystery. Looks like we are getting the story of Rachel Lancaster. And it's about the haunted doll, but it sounds like it's really about Rachel and everything that happened in 1923. And Bedlam Asylum. Was there an exorcism? If we have the rosary, if we have the cross. So, okay, I'm intrigued, and that's the whole point of the Mystery Experience box. So, until the next box arrives, have fun. I think I'm going to start reading. Later.